I love her. She's probably best known for her starring role in the Emmy award-winning comedy series, The Nanny. She has a very distinctive voice. Fran Drescher, an actress, producer, mother of Esther here.
Esther Drescher.
And one of the busiest women around. I'm so happy you're here.
Thank you. I'm thrilled to be here, and congratulations. Thank
you. Thank you. That's what we do now. We go on one another's shows.
I know. Thank God.
I know.
But that's what friends are for.
What you and I have in common is that we're sitcom actors. We both have talk shows in various stages throughout our careers. We both had cancer.
Yes, we're survivors.
But you have really taken Cancer Schmancer to a whole other place, and I'm very proud of you. Explain what Cancer Schmancer is.
Cancer Schmancer is a movement that I started after my survival and after my book, which was also called Cancer Schmancer. And I very quickly realized that, you know, what happened to me happened to a lot of people by means of late-stage diagnosis and, you know, or rather I should say misdiagnosis, and for many, as a consequence of that, late-stage diagnosis.
I
was very lucky.
Cancer?
I had uterine.
Uterine, okay.
Which is much less aggressive than ovarian. So we kind of educate people on knowing the early warning whispers of the cancers that might affect you. Well, you know, with ovarian cancer, for example, if you're having digestive problems, if you're gaining weight that you didn't expect to gain, even a pound a month, if you're feeling bloated, these are all
God, I have all those symptoms.
Well, you know, very often at the cancer's earliest and most curable stage, it mimics far more benign illnesses. So when a woman says to me, you know, I was just diagnosed with irritable bowel syndrome, I say, honey, I hope that's what you got, but for a moment, step away from your gastroenterologist, go to your gynecologist and rule out ovarian cancer.
Good advice.
Because at that cancer's earliest and most curable stage, it looks exactly like IBS, and most women with ovarian cancer will find out in the late stages, like 80%, and 70% of them will die. So, you know, stage 1 is the cure. Catch it on arrival, 95% survival.
And yours was stage 1?
Yes, thank God.
Right.
It took me 2 years and 8 doctors to get a proper diagnosis.
You were going for your regular checkup every year?
I was going, but I had symptoms.
What were your symptoms?
Staining between periods, which is an immediate red flag for you know, a gynecologic problem, but specifically uterine cancer. And because of my age and my weight, none of the doctors, all 8 of them, were absolutely convinced that I was perimenopausal. So one doctor said I was eating too much spinach. Another doctor said I had restless leg syndrome and drink gin and tonic before you go to bed. Another one said I had the breasts of an 18-year-old, which I do. But there I was, you know, going to bed sloshed in need of roughage and some vain attempt to kill myself.
With really great breasts, right?
Exactly. And then doctor number 8 had put me on an HRT that had estrogen in it, which is like poison if you happen to have uterine cancer. So I started bleeding 24/7. And she said, okay, well, go off it and we'll do a, you know, an endometrial biopsy.
So is there a specific test for uterine cancer, ovarian cancer?
Yes, a transvaginal ultrasound. This is a much better diagnostic tool than the archaic bimanual pelvic exam.
Yeah.
If something shows up, don't panic. If it's around the ovaries, get a CA-125 blood test. If you see something around the uterus, then get a endometrial biopsy, which takes 1 minute in the doctor's office. We go to the same doctor, and I've been experiencing different things post that that have to do with, you know, autoimmune issues and stuff like that. And he was the first doctor that said to me that, because I said to him that they removed 40 lymph nodes from my abdomen, and he said, oh, you know, they don't do that anymore. They try and isolate it down to 1 lymph node because they're realizing how important it is for the immune system to keep as many of your lymph nodes. And I got an appendectomy when I had the hysterectomy, and he said now they're realizing that the appendix is very useful for your immune system.
Interesting. Trash cancer, talk about that.
Cancer Schmancer's latest program. It's a real game changer, and it's being sponsored by Humana, which is an insurance company that's actually moving in the direction of wellness. So they want to have all their subscribers learn how to be well, and so they're supporting us in this trash cancer program, which teaches people how to start changing what you put on your skin, what you put in your mouth, and what you clean your home with and what you garden with. And if you go to trashcancer.org, you'll see how to identify things that seem more toxic. You can even look up certain things that you're presently using.
Right. I think that's something that both you and I have a loud voice about.
We have an initiative in Washington right now.
You're a diplomat.
Yes, I am. I was appointed under President Bush and Condoleezza Rice, and now I'm working for President Obama and Hillary Clinton, I'm very proud to say. And because of my celebrity, I'm very well received with all of our allied nations. So it's
well,
really,
you're smart
as well as our military.
And your series with your
yes,
gay
Peter
husband,
Jenkins, right? Yeah, inspired by my real story.
The series starts again.
We'll be premiering November 21st, right after Hunt in Cleveland.
So, Hotel Transylvania, you're the voice in this new movie.
I am.
You're a monster?
Yes, I'm the Bride of Frankenstein, Mrs. Stein.
N27.
That's me.
Ringo! Ringo! How dare you? Do you know what doctor made me?
I didn't do that.
Yeah. I'm playing the Bride of Frankenstein. Adam Sandler is, it's his movie for Sony.
Fun.
Yes, it's a great cast, and he plays Count Dracula, and he has this Hotel Transylvania, and we all go on vacation.
Is that your first voiceover
Not my first, but I think that this is my first big star-studded film that I'm a part of, and I'm very grateful to have been invited.
So you got a series, you've got...
I got the movie.
The movie, you've got your
Hotel
diplomat, you've got Cancer
I've got
Schmancer.
Trash Cancer. Go to trashcancer.org.
I love you, you know that.
I love you.
She's
Thank
my
you so
neighbor and
much.
friend, and thank you so much for coming.